I'm Saturday hauling for you guys today, and some of my Black Friday orders have started to roll in. So I'll start off with Paula's Choice. They were doing, I want to say it was 20% off, so I decided to stock up on some of my favorite products from them. I really enjoy using the Perfect Cleansing Oil to break down my makeup at night. So I massage a couple pumps of this all over my face. It really does a good job of breaking down eyeliner and mascara, and then I go in with a second cleanse after this guy. And this is a product I've been using for quite a while, and I feel like it's pretty inexpensive and you get a decent amount of product. So I got 2 of those. I also got a backup of the Daily Skin Clearing Treatment. This is a 2.5 benzoyl peroxide treatment. It does come in an extra strength, which is a 5% benzoyl peroxide, but I like to use the 2.5%, and I mix a little bit of this guy with Differin Gel, and that's kind of like my nightly treatment for my skin for kind of like acne and blemishes and stuff like that. And this is another product that I've just used time and time again. And then I saw that Paula's Choice now makes reusable cotton rounds, and those are something that I was always really kind of interested in trying. So I got 3 sets so that I didn't have to worry about like hurrying up and getting these in the wash. And they come with 10 little reusable cotton rounds and then a pouch that you can put them in, so when you throw them in the wash they don't get lost. And these are the first ones that I've ever tried, but they are so soft, so I'm really excited to try these. And there's 10 of them in there, and they're a pretty decent size. Like I'm really excited to use these tonight because I just got this box this morning, but there's 10 in a little pouch, and I got them for I think $10 with the sale, which is not bad. Some of the other cotton rounds, the reusable ones that I've seen, there's some bamboo ones and stuff, but they're really kind of expensive. So I was happy to get these guys at a pretty decent price so that I could try them out and see how it goes. And then for spending like, I think it was $75, I also got this book from her, The Best Skin of Your Life Starts Here, and I didn't even know she had a new book. I have her books from way back, but this says it's the 3rd edition, Busting Beauty Myths so you can find the best skincare routine. And it's a 2020 publication according to what it says inside, but I didn't even know she had a new book. So I'm really excited that I got this for free. I'm going to definitely check it out, see if I can learn any tips and tricks for skin. Next up, Jill Stuart came out with 2 more shades of the Bloom Mix Blush Compacts, and these are some of my favorite blushes, so I went ahead and picked up both shades. This is what the box packaging looks like on them. So this first one is number 10, Harvest Gerbera. The packaging on these blushes is just stunning. This little crystal piece is detachable. It comes in a separate little package, and then I always put mine on. But this is a really pretty neutral shade. And something that's really fun about these blushes is you can kind of get, I would say, maybe 3 different tones out of them because of the light, medium, and dark. You can really focus on the dark area, the light area, or mix them all together for kind of a medium tone. And I've used several of the blushes like that. But this is just a really neutral tan shade. I wore it yesterday, and these blushes are just so easy to use. So I'll just kind of do maybe these light ones like this, and then a little bit of these dark ones, so you can see the 3 different tones that you can get out of one blush. There's kind of the mix, the light, and then the dark right there, all out of one product. And these blend out so easy on the skin. They're just a very easy blush to use. These do have a slight rose fragrance to them, but it's not a fragrance that lingers by any means. So that is the Harvest Gerbera shade right there from Anna Sui. And then the other one is number 11, Blushing Poppy, and that is the blush that I have on my cheeks today. Same type of packaging there. And this is kind of a burnt rose. So we'll do the same thing. We'll do the light shades, kind of the dark shades, and then mix them all together, because you can really get, again, 3 tones out of one blush. I used it today. I kind of focused my brush on this half right here. So those are the kind of tones you can get out of them. I really like this one because it gives like almost a sunburnt look to the skin, and I enjoy that look. So that one there is number 11, Blushing Poppy right there. And then MAC Cosmetics was having like wicked sales on their website for the last probably over a week by now. And there was one day when the lipsticks were 40% off. So I went ahead and I picked up 6 of them. I actually watched a video from Lisa D1 a couple weeks ago, and she went through like her favorite MAC lipsticks. And so I was like taking notes on shades that I didn't have. Some of these are kind of classic favorites that I just didn't have. And then I got 3 of the new Powder Kiss lipsticks as well, which I'm wearing one of them today. But MAC They make really good lipsticks, and something that's really good about them as well is the longevity. They last a really long time. I know certain formulas with certain pigments kind of turn a little bit quicker, but for the most part, I love the longevity of a MAC lipstick. So I'll go ahead and start off with the Powder Kiss lipstick shades that I got. I got number 311 My Tweety, which is what's on my lips today, and these are one of the most comfortable matte lipsticks that I've tried. I mean, I wouldn't call it a full-blown matte because there's a little bit of a satin sheen to them, but for the most part, they're an extremely comfortable matte formula to wear. They have a sweet scent to them. It's a little bit different than the normal vanilla scent that the lipsticks have, but there's also a slightly bit of a sweet taste to them as well, which I thought was kind of interesting. I don't mind it at all. I'd much rather have like a sweet taste than like a lipstick taste coating my mouth. So this is the shade My Tweety. Again, this is what I've got on today, and I've got it on with the Cosmetics lip liner in Teddy, and it's kind of like a perfect combination. But what a nice lipstick. I'm kind of kicking myself a little bit because I think the sale might have ended by today, but I wish I would have ordered a couple more shades of the Powder Kiss. So this one is My Tweety right here. And then I got the shade Reverence 924, which is more of a pink shade. I wore this one yesterday. And then the other Powder Kiss that I got is Influentially It. And this one is pretty nude. I think I got a little bit, I mixed these two yesterday. That's what I did. That's why I got some pink on there. Let me wipe it off here. But this is the shade Influentially It, and it's a pretty nude pink shade right there. So those are the three Powder Kiss lipsticks that I got. And then the other three shades, again, are really classic MAC lipstick shades that I just didn't have. So I got Shrimpton, which is they're all nudes, let's be real. It's got a little bit more pink in there, but a really pretty nude. And then I got Flesh Pot, which this is a nude with a bit of a pink undertone as well. But like, I'm really happy with the shade selection that I got because I will get use out of all of these shades, like the daily lipstick colors. And then I got Peach Stock, which I was going back and forth between Peach Stock and My Tweety to wear today because they both have kind of a really warm undertone. But I went with the My Tweety. So are these all satins? Yeah, all three of those shades right there are satins from MAC. Really good ones. I also got the three items that I was able to get from the Kylie Cosmetics and Grinch collection, which I really wanted the eyeshadow palette like so bad, and the highlighter, but I was only able to get the blush and the two eye glazes, which I love the eye glazes from Kylie Cosmetics, and I was kind of going back and forth whether or not to swatch these for you guys, but the last time that I didn't, when something was sold out, people wanted to see the swatches, so I am going to swatch them anyway. From my understanding, the collection is not going to be coming back into stock, which is just really a letdown. So this is the pressed powder blush, and you know, just one of the things that they could have done is put the cute imagery on the box on the actual packaging, because how much cuter would it be if he was on the packaging as opposed to it just being like that. But anyway, this is Max the Reindeer, 0.26 ounces of product, and this is an okay blush. I mean, I didn't have any problems with it or anything like that, but there was nothing super kind of spectacular about it. It's a berry pink shade with like small, like almost undetectable shimmers in there. So I guess I'd call it maybe a satin finish. But it's a pretty basic kind of berry pink blush there. And these are all made in the USA. Did I tell you where MAC lipsticks are made? I believe in Canada. Yeah, they're made in Canada. And then here are the two eye glazes. Same thing, like I really wish that they would have put this cute imagery on the cap. Like it would have been so much cuter. So anyway, I got the two eye glazes. Again, this is a product that I really enjoy from the brand. So I got Little Grinch, which there was a shade very similar to this one that came out in her summer collection some time ago. But this is just a really pretty kind of shimmery mint green. So that's Little Grinch. And then the other shade is called Stealing Christmas, which is a green kind of undertoned golden shade. There's definitely like a green shift in there. So that is the other shade. Again, that one was called Stealing Christmas. And then I did purchase 2 eyeshadow palettes from Lunar Beauty, which is Manny MUA's brand. I got his Life's a Drag palette back when he launched that, and I was not crazy about that one, but I have heard that the formula has since improved and they're a lot better. So I got 2 of the eyeshadow palettes, and I really enjoy both of these. So over Black Friday, I ended up purchasing the other 2 eyeshadow palettes. I think it was the Goddess one and the Strawberry one, Strawberry Dreams maybe, or something like that. So I got those ones on the way as well, but I'll go ahead and swatch the 2 ones that I just got. And this is the newest that he's released, and it's called Eternal Eclipse color palette. The packaging on his stuff is so pretty. There's a total of 0.75 ounces of product in here. This is what the box looks like, and I believe these are also made in the USA. And the packaging on this is, I got the blush palette, which I love too, and it's got like a, it's raised, but it's not like squishable. It's like a really substantial kind of 3D detail that it's got on the front there. And this, some of these shimmers in here are so pretty. This is definitely like a night inspired kind of smoky eye palette, and I've loved the looks that I created out of this one. So the entire top row are shimmers with very, very fine micro glimmers in there. Glimmers, shimmers, glitters. This middle row is matte, and then you've got 3 shimmers down here, which are these 2, and then this guy right here is one of those mattes with the infusion of micro glitter in it, and then these 2 shades are matte. So you got a really good array of light shimmers, medium shimmers, dark shimmers, and then a decent array of mid-tone mattes and deep mattes. I had used this light shimmer underneath the brow because there isn't a matte brow bone shade in here, but I've really been enjoying recently using a shimmer underneath the brow as well, so it worked out. The looks are so pretty. So yeah, again, I was so happy with these 2 palettes that I did go ahead and purchase the other 2. So here are some swatches. Look at that color. And then this guy. There are like moon and stars in there, embossed in there, but I'm ruining them as we speak. But yeah, they're pigmented, they blend out really well, they were easy to use, I didn't have a ton of fallout. Totally happy about it. And these next guys. And then these last 3. Very pretty. Very, very pretty shades. So those are the swatches of the new Lunar Beauty Eternal Eclipse eyeshadow palette. Let me average out that size per shade for you too. Each shade is 0.05 ounces per shade, which is a pretty decent amount of product that you're getting across 15 shades. So that is awesome. And then the other palette that I got is the Moonspell palette. And this is one that I looked at so many times and just like did not purchase, and he's no longer available on the Sephora website, so I'm not sure what went on there, but I continually looked at this and I just wasn't sure, again because I didn't get along with the Life's a Drag palette, but I'd asked in one of my previous videos and you guys were the ones who told me that the formula has gotten better, so appreciate that because I love this palette too. This is the Moonspell palette, so it comes with a sleeve like that, which is really fun. This one has got a little bit less product in there. There's 0.66 ounces of product across 15 shades, so 0.044 ounces per shade. So you're getting a little less product in this guy as opposed to the Eternal Eclipse. And this guy is also made in the USA. Look at how pretty this packaging is. Just, it's like a book. I dig it. See, it's got the little kind of faux book look on there, the book look. But I might almost love this palette more than the other one. I love the other one too, but this has got some beautiful purples and greens in there, like some of my favorite type of shades. And there's really fine multi-dimensional micro kind of glitter sparkles in some of these shades that is just like the glisten on the eye is so pretty, especially when it hits the light. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8. This is not a matte. You have 8 mattes in there and then 7 shimmer shades. And again, this one didn't have kind of a light enough brow bone for kind of how I like to do my eye makeup. So I used this purple underneath the brow and I used it on the lid and it glimmered so pretty underneath my brow bone. I'm like slightly just living for this palette. This really, really pretty colors in here. I'm so happy that you guys told me that the formula is so much better because I have really been enjoying these. So you can kind of even see it in that shade, the prettiness of that. I'm really excited to get the other ones as well. But those are the first 4. And then these guys. This color is really multi-dimensional too. And then these ones. His shimmers in both these palettes are kind of that more thick formula, but I think that's what really helps suspend the micro glitters in them from falling like all over your face and stuff, so I don't mind that. You just kind of have to jab your brush in them a little bit harder or use a stiffer kind of flat shader. This one here I should blend out a little bit better than that. And then these last 3. So pretty, those teal shades. I really, really like the color story on this palette a lot. So that one there is the Moonspell palette. Swatches for that. It's kind of like a green-brown duochrome right there. Very, very pretty. And then I also placed an order on the Nars website because I wanted to get these 2 face sets. They came out with some larger kind of face eye palettes like this before and I love them so much. So I kept looking at these guys and they did, it was either 20 or 25% off I got off of these. I didn't spend enough to get the 30, but that is okay. So I got Au Soleil face set and Vacancies face set. So this is the box packaging and each one of these comes with a mini of the Nars Climax mascara and this makes my lashes look really nice. I had to kind of go over them maybe 3 times, but I really got some smudging from this guy. Like I had lots of smudging on my lower kind of lash line area from this, so I'm not nuts about this mascara because of that. So it says on the box that the mascara is made in Italy and then both of the palettes are made in Canada. So this first one is the Au Soleil face palette and this comes with a bronzer and 3 shadows. And one of my shadows came totally wrecked. I tried to repress it. I did email them, so we'll see what they say. But I'm scared to kind of tip it over because I'm scared it's going to fall out. But I will swatch it for you guys. Oh, I got to show you the packaging. Really pretty packaging on these. It's like a textured type of packaging there. So you've got 3 shadows. All of them are shimmery. This one has got more, like, less shimmer than the other 2. And then this is kind of like a bronzing shade. I gotta set this down. I'm scared that shadow's gonna, like, fall out on the carpet, but... So those are your 3 shadows. Just really, like, summer vibes with this one. And then there's the bronzer. And the bronzer is a matte. So that one is the Au Soleil, and the other one is called Vacancies, and this one's got a blush in it and 3 eyeshadows. You've got kind of a satin, which is this guy, and then these 2 are shimmers, and then this is a blush in there. And the packaging on this one is a green with that same kind of style there. I feel like the face products are pressed a little hard in these. But there are the swatches for the Vacancies eye and face palette right there. So the shades, it's kind of more of a berry undertones, mauves kind of. And then from Ulta, I purchased this new Maybelline New York mascara in Black is Black. It's the Sky High Lash Sensational Limitless Length Full Volume Mascara. This is the packaging right here. It looked like something that I would really like. So typically with drugstore mascaras, I get along the best with CoverGirl mascaras. Like there's so many in their range that I really get along with. And Maybelline has always been one that I've not gotten along with very well. But I thought I would give this one a try. So this is the packaging right here. It's got one of those rubber bristle wands. And with most of the Maybelline mascaras, I found that they are this more kind of bendy wand style. There's not a lot of firmness to that, which depending, I suppose, on the formulation, I may or may not like it. This one works really well for me. What I found with this is it really does a good job at separating and lengthening the lashes. If you want more volume, you do have to maybe do 2 or 3 coats, but it gives really beautiful length to the lashes. And for me, what I found with mascaras that give that much extra length, the tips of the mascara that's giving that length end up falling onto my cheeks. So with this one, that has not happened yet. I haven't had any smudging or flaking with this mascara. And last night when I went to wash this off, I thought it was so interesting because it was a little bit harder to get off. I think it's claiming like a 24-hour wear. It's not as hard to get off as like a waterproof one, but it's more difficult to remove than something that isn't like 24-hour wear. But this came off like almost like rubber. It was so interesting, but because of the way that it came off, I think that's what makes it so that it doesn't flake or smudge. So I'm actually pretty happy with this so far. Again, it doesn't give a ton of volume. It gives nice separation. It gives length, and it hasn't flaked or smudged on me just yet. We'll see if it dries out a little bit more, if it starts to do that. But so far, I'm really happy with the formulation of this mascara. So that's the new Maybelline Sky High mascara right there. And then I also placed an order on Lime Crime. I want to say I got 40% off of these new palettes from Lime Crime, and I really get along with the Lime Crime formula, and the packaging on these looks so pretty. I know there are quite a few repeated shades in these palettes with old palettes because it is called the Greatest Hits Classics, but I love the packaging, I love the formula, and I kind of like to collect these palettes. So I haven't worn any of the shades in this one. I've worn the shades in the other one a couple times, but I'd purchased so many eyeshadow palettes that I didn't have enough days in the week between last Saturday and this Saturday to use every single palette. So I want to get swatches across for you guys anyways. So this one is the Greatest Hits Classic. This is a 4-pan shadow formula here, and this is made in the USA. And there's a total of 0.512 ounces of product in here. So each shade is 0.064 ounces each, which is a really decent amount of product that you're getting in here. There's a mirror, and it's got the pretty roses on there. So give you some swatches here. It's definitely a rosy palette. There's the first 4 shades, and then here are the bottom 4. So there are the swatches of the Lime Crime Greatest Hits Classic. This is the 8-pan palette right here. And then I also got the larger one, which is called the Lime Crime Greatest Hits Bangers palette. And this is a compilation of shades from various other palettes that they have. There are a few repeated shades from that 8-pan and this palette, but this one here is made in the USA. And this one has got a total of 1.026 ounces or 0.057 ounces per shade, which again is a pretty decent amount of product that you are getting across 18 shades. And there's just a really pretty array of colors in here. Like I really like the mustard, the flora, the jam, just the compilation of colors from other palettes all in one kind of mixed like this. I like that type of a color scheme. It's a little bit of a random color selection, but when you use the randoms together, the looks come out really unique. So give you guys some swatches here. I wore this one once and I did enjoy the look that came out of this guy. See, those shimmers are so pretty. And these next two, they're like, the shimmers are almost like glossy. And these next ones, there's a good array of mattes and shimmers in here too. And then this last row. Oh, that Flora shade. I didn't use Flora when I used this the other day, but I do want to use Flora because it's like such a like in your face kind of tangerine. And then these last two. Just, I don't know, there's something about the shade selection. Like, the shades are very, very random, and I like that about it. Again, because the looks come out very kind of unique. I mean, you could pair shades so that it doesn't look like that, but I like the fact that it kind of gets the creative juices flowing, if you will. But look at these little shimmers. So pretty. So that one right there is the Greatest Hits Bangers palette. Really pretty packaging, too. It's a cardboard, the magnetic closure. And then they had 30% off of Neocutis on the Lovely Skin website over the Black Friday. And I got this new eye cream from Neocutis. You guys know that I love and have gone through several of the extra moisturizing illuminating eye cream. And this is a newer one. So it's called Lumiere Firm Rich Extra Moisturizing, Illuminating, and Tightening Eye Cream. So it's a little bit different than the other one, and when I read up on it, it was supposed to be a combination of the best of their eye products kind of all in one. It was a little bit more expensive than the just the regular Extra Moisturizing Eye Cream, but I was able to get 30% off of it because Neocutis is a pretty pricey brand. It comes in the same type of packaging. There's a ½ ounce of product in there. But I'm excited to use this. I just got this in the mail, so I haven't been able to use it just yet. But this is the latest, greatest in eye creams from Neocutis, so I'm super excited to give it a try. You guys will definitely find out if it's something I repurchase or not, because it'll either be this one or the one that I've been using. So that's the new Neocutis Lumiere Firm Riche Extra Moisturizing, Illuminating, Tightening Eye Cream. It does it all. And then for the first time ever, Victoria Beckham was doing a sale on her website. She was doing 20% off, and I kept going back and forth. I'm still going back and forth whether or not to try Augustinus Bader skincare products, both the Victoria Beckham line. I've tried some samples, but I don't feel like the samples were substantial enough for me to like form an opinion on them. But everybody's talking about Augustinus Bader products. If you tried them, I'd love to know what you think of them and if they're worth the cash, because they're pretty expensive as well. So anyway, I got 20% off of these, and these are the other two eye products that I don't have. I've got all of her lid lusters except for this one, which is the shade Onyx, and it's a black with sparkles, but lately I've been kind of enjoying a deeper kind of shimmer on the lid, so I thought this would be a fun one. And again, it's a black shimmer with silver sparkles in it. And I love the lid luster formulas from Victoria Beckham. They're so easy and so pretty to use. So it's just a shiny, you know, kind of black sparkly shadow there. So that is the shade Onyx in her lid lusters. And then I got the final smoky eye brick of hers that I didn't have, and that was the blue one in the shade Royal. And there are 4 shades in here times 8.5 grams, it says, so a total 0.3 ounces in this palette. So you're getting a pretty good chunk of product. Her palettes, like, when you first glance at them, they don't look like much, but they're so easy to use, and the looks come out really, really pretty, really sophisticated. There's something that's just very, very pretty about her eye makeup, and the packaging is so luxe. It's like, again, this turtle shell kind of heavy weighted, I don't know if it's steel or metal aluminum or something like that, but there's a little sleeve on there. And then this is the blue one, and I had always thought I'm never gonna pull for this blue one like I will the other one, so I never purchased this one up until recently. And it was the Wayne Goss, the new, what is it called, the new Wayne Goss Pearl Moonstone palette. I have worn this palette so many times since I've gotten it. Like, I don't know what it is about the way that these shades look so pretty on the eyes, so it kind of motivated me to get this one from Victoria Beckham because they're both kind of blues, very different kind of shades of blues, but still it motivated me to get this blue one because I love this one so much. So that's what I did. And again, her shadows are so easy to use. So these are all matte shades in here. I would say that there's maybe some super fine shimmers in this lighter shade, but for the most part they're suspended in a matte formulation. And this is just one solid piece of eyeshadow, which kind of makes, you know, dipping between the shades to customize the depth of them pretty easy. Look at how pretty those are. And smooth. Look at how smooth those are. Wow. Very smooth. You know what? I know purple probably isn't Victoria's favorite color, but I would love to see more shades of these because these are so pretty. But that is the Victoria Beckham Smoky Eye Brick in Royal right there. I am so excited about this guy. I forgot to mention where the Victoria Beckham products were made. The Smoky Eye Brick is made in the USA and the Lid Luster is made in Italy. And then lastly, I got a PR package from Viseart and they sent over their new Étendue eyeshadow palettes. They came out with two, Voilette Étendue and Mincset Étendue, which one's a really warm palette and the other one is really pretty purples. And like my natural instinct when Viseart drops new eyeshadow palettes is to purchase them right away. And so I did that last time with the 4 new quads that came out and then I got them sent in PR. So this time I behaved myself and I waited. I'm like, just wait a couple days, see if you get it in PR. And I got it in PR, but this is definitely something I would have purchased as well. And I'm always very grateful to Viseart for sending me things in PR. So the Mincset Étendue palette is what I have on my eyes today, and it is such a beautiful warm eyeshadow palette. Here's the box packaging for the Mincset Étendue eyeshadow palette, and this is the new 1.5 gram pan style. So it's the same size as the little quads that came out. These guys right here, the Petit Four quads. These are the same pan sizes as these new ones. So if you wanted to like really mix and match these palettes because they're removable, you could really customize the shades in either of these if you wanted to switch up one of the quads or one of the 12 pans. And I love the new quad size, and I also really love the size of these new palettes here. Here's the size next to the Edit palettes, which are the 1 gram pans. And then here they are next to the 8 pan edits. And one of the things that I really love about these two is they're customizing the outside packaging. So this one's got like leopard print on there, so you can really easily identify them if there's like multiples. And then inside you've got a plastic cover over the top, and then here are your shades. Again, this is what I have on my eyes today, and I solely use just this eyeshadow palette, and they're such pretty eyeshadows and they're so easy to use. I kind of feel like you can't go wrong with a palette like this. This one has 5 true mattes, which are these 3 right here, and then these 2 up here. So I used this guy in the crease. I blended out with this one and a little bit of this one, and I put this guy underneath the brow. And then on the lid, I've got these 2 shades right here with a little tiny bit of this one right here. And I just love the eyeshadow look that come out of this guy. It's so pretty. I love this size too. I love the 12 shades. Everything about this. These new ones are so nice. And some of the shimmers in this one remind me of the shine that you got in some of those crystalline shimmers, but a little bit more smooth. I had like 0 fallout. They blend so well. And then this bottom row. I'm really excited about this size of palette too. Like, I want more. But look at how pretty those are. So pretty. And I love the inclusion of kind of this purple shade as well, because I feel like these purples and these kind of rust colors go together so well, especially for a really summertime eye. But just stunning. So that is the Viseart Mincset Étendue eyeshadow palette right there. And then here is the Voilette Étendue eyeshadow palette. Here's the packaging, same amount of product. It's the 1.5 grams. And then look at the packaging on this one. It's very pretty. So this one comes with 8 mattes, which are the top 4, these ones down the side, and then these 2 purples, and then there are 4 shimmers. And again, these ones feel kind of like the crystalline formula with that really pretty shine to them, but they're a little bit more smooth. And I nearly fell out of my chair when I seen pictures of this on Instagram because I love me a purple eyeshadow. Let's give you some swatches here. It's real like dusty purples in this guy. And this next row. That purple's kind of got a little bit of a pinky blue duochrome to it, which is one of my faves. And then this bottom row. So you kind of got some warm purples, but you also have some cool purples in there as well. So that one is the Viseart Voilette Étendue eyeshadow palette right there. Love it. A huge thank you to Viseart for sending these over as well. It is always a pleasure. Always a fan over here. And that is everything for my haul today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful. Thank you for watching. Do not forget to wear sunscreen. Stay safe out there, and I will see you guys later. Bye.